Hi, and welcome to one of our UMI Makes It Easier events. UMI exists to make it easier for you and your business to do more and go further. And we do that by taking the hard work out of finding and using the best information, expertise and finance. We've helped over 500,000 businesses do that, so you're in really good company. By the end of this event, you should be leaving with a better understanding and the ability to make decisions and take action much more quickly. So immediately after the event, you'll be sent an action plan to help you apply what you've got out of today, and along with the contacts and tools to get on and do just that. Have a great session, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with us. You'll find our contact information at the bottom of all of our emails, but even easier, why not just go on to the SatNav service via the platform or mobile app and you'll find us there.
Okay, thank you very much, Yumi, to allow me to take the stage and say something about exporting in general, and also say something on digital exporting. And it's very funny to see that Yumi Makes It Easy to Start Selling Goods Internationally has more or less the same mission as the Alibaba Group. Because the mission of Alibaba Group, where I'm part of, I'm Business Development Director for the Alibaba Group in the UK, Benelux and Nordics, is to make it easy to do business anywhere. And why we have this mission? Because we firmly believe that through digitalization, companies, smaller companies, SMEs especially, and of course the big corporates, but especially SMEs, can join the global international business and trade. And we help them to do this, but I will explain to you a little bit later in the presentation how you can do that. So first, let's look at exporting in general. So how do UK businesses view the export opportunity? Because if you want to start to sell internationally, you have to export. So what we did is we did a survey around the UK, 3,000 businesses selling goods, having +2 employees and having £1 million in revenue. And what they said is that 80% of them is currently exporting. But, and here's the challenge, among SMEs, this is almost a quarter, 24%. So it's lagging a bit behind in the SME. And the growth opportunity is seen as 73%. So 73% of the businesses see that their sales will increase this year due to exporting. And there's a lot of reasons why you shouldn't export or why it's difficult to export, because we can all imagine that you have supply chain issues and logistical issues, increased paperwork, economic uncertainty, lack of cultural awareness, regulatory barriers, political uncertainty. So there's a lot of reasons which could prevent you from doing export. But there's an upside and there's value in doing export. And I will show you. So first, how do UK businesses use online marketplaces? And do they use them? 83% of businesses said they currently work with online marketplaces to boost their export sales. And 75% of businesses who are using a marketplace expect their export sales to increase. And that is only 46% of those who are not using a marketplace. So it seems that if you use a marketplace, you see more growth potential. So there must be some virtue in using marketplaces. But again, SMEs are lagging behind. Only 48% of exporting businesses with less than 10 employees are using an online marketplace. It's 96% of the big corporates. So there's again this distinct between SMEs and larger companies. Well, is it worthwhile to think about B2B exporting opportunities and digital export opportunities? Well, here's the answer. Yes, it is. And this is not our data. This is data from the International US Trade Commission, which mentions that the B2C e-commerce versus the B2B e-commerce is a 6 times factor. So B2B e-commerce is 6 times larger than B2C e-commerce. While nobody's talking about this. And of course, I understand this because everybody is aware of what's happening in the retail world and in web shops with brands, and everybody is also a consumer. So this is very close to, let's say, to our daily experience. But if you really look at the value of the e-commerce, then B2B, while it still has to emerge, is far larger than B2C e-commerce. So it's worthwhile to look at it. And again, I've explained already so many reasons why you should not look at export or why it's difficult. But again, there is an economic impact of exporting for your company. And this is what the companies in the UK said. 80% of the surveyed businesses said exporting has boosted their revenue. And 49% of businesses said that their annual revenue was from exporting overseas. And 79% of businesses said exporting had relieved domestic market pressures. And it's true. There are some more drivers of export to mention here, which have a little bit lower percentage, but you could think of increased operational productivity, for example, competitive pricing, diversification of product production, fueling innovation. It makes your business stronger. It leads to increased headcount. But that is not a virtue in itself, but it shows that you can increase headcount because the business case is valid and it allows you to increase your headcount. And also companies said it's critical to their business future. So there's a lot in which helps you drive your business also beyond the economic impact. Last but not least, it will help you also define supply chain solutions, not only in your home market, but also internationally. It will find you also new partnerships internationally. So what is then the perceived value of using an online marketplace? So within the exporting, what is the virtue of an online marketplace? Well, it gives you access to richer competitor and market insights. It gives you access to technology and new tools. It drives digitalization. It gives you a better inventory planning. And it helps you expand the product range driven by buyers' requests. But it will also help you expand into new geographic markets. And that could be a reason to at least think about an online marketplace as part of your export strategy. So these companies, these UK brands, partly English, partly Scottish, are already working with our platform, with some area of the platform, because we have many parts of the platform where you could do business. But these companies are working on an international basis with marketplaces from Alibaba Group. And if you look at the Alibaba ecosystem, this is what it looks like. So I started to say, well, we want to make it easy to do business anywhere. Well, this doesn't show like being easy, but it makes you understand where am I if I'm talking about B2C or B2B business. So the big misunderstanding of Alibaba Group is that it's all about China and only about China, which is not the case. So you can see in this picture that the China commerce is 85% of our business, true, but it's only part of our total business. And where we have to look at is the part on the second, on the left side, the international commerce, which we say is all business which is done outside of China. And that has two parts. First of all, is the B2C part, which probably you are aware of through AliExpress. As a consumer, you can buy goods directly at producers in China through AliExpress. But we have more businesses internationally, which is Lazada, which is our Indonesian platform for the Far East and APAC. We have Trendyol, which is Turkey, a marketplace in B2C for Turkey and especially also Middle East, but also now in Europe. And in B2C, we also have Daraz, which is a Pakistan platform. And today I will look at the wholesale platform, which is Alibaba.com. The funny thing is it bears the name of Alibaba in it, and it's the only business unit, which has the name Alibaba in it, because it was our first business unit. It was meant as a platform to allow Chinese companies to sell worldwide to all kind of professional buyers from the international trade world, and it allows buyers from the international scene to buy in China without ever going there. This is how it originated. But we opened up 4 years ago for Western companies to join Alibaba.com as a seller. So even if you know it as a buyer, you probably are not aware that you can use it as a seller. So, and how does it look like if you are on Alibaba.com? So what kind of a marketplace is it? Alibaba.com has 40 million active buyers. Means they are searching for products, they are getting in touch with potential sellers, they put requests for quotations out, so they are active on the platform in the last 30 days. We have 200,000 plus suppliers from 200 countries and regions. So as said, we are already since 1999 in this business, so we are the largest platform in the world. We cover 40 categories, and we have 200 million products uploaded on the marketplace. So and here's the proof that it is not about China here, and we're talking about international selling and international exporting, because these are the countries where the key buyers are located. And you don't see China in one of these blocks. The key buyer market is United States. So nearly in every category, the US is 20% of the total of the buyers looking for products on the platform. But you can see also from South America, the larger countries are included. In Europe, it's also, again, the large countries. I would say even United Kingdom is, in some cases, third of the number of buyers in specific markets, but in general, it's the sixth country from the buyer perspective. So even if you want to find, let's say, new customers on the platform Alibaba.com, United Kingdom is well represented from the buyer perspective. And you can see also in Asia Pacific, we are having buyers in the main markets. So if you're trying to export to those countries, it could be an idea to think about joining Alibaba.com. Now, what are the most in-demand industries from Europe? Now here you see, as I said, it's 40. Here you see the main categories. I would say food and beverage and agriculture are the highest in priority, the highest in demand, because apparently not so many people are buying food from China, while we have only Western buyers looking for food, and they are trying to find food on the platform from Europe. So, but also in the industry. So if you're in the health supplements business, if you're a private label manufacturer or even own brand manufacturer, and you want to put out your production capacity as such on the platform, that's also possible, because it's not only about products, it's also about if you have manufacturing capacity, which you have available to sell to potential buyers. This is possible on our platform. And that makes us also a little bit distinct from B2C platforms. It's not only about products, it's about trying to find new partners and new partnerships. And this is how you do it in 3 steps. So you create your own online B2B store, which is, of course, if you have products, ready products included, that's good. But you can also put in your manufacturing capacity or your ability to tailor make products. So anything that could be of interest to a potential buyer, you put in the store. So you upload those products and you put there a minimum order quantity. You don't need to put all the sizes and all the colors, etc. if you have those kind of products in, because you're not trying to sell a product. You're trying to find a new partner in a certain country to resell your products or to use your products. So you put the price range also in. And it's the typical point of Alibaba.com in Europe is that it is not transactional. So you do not sell on Alibaba.com. It's a lead generator. So that is what we call the reactive tool on the marketplace. So you react to potential inquiries in your store, but there's also a proactive search engine where potential buyers put out a request for quotation and ask if somebody can help them with a certain kind of product, or if they have manufacturing capacity available to produce a certain product. And you can find those buyers and register with them to see if you could help them out with making that product or helping them manufacture it. So these are the tools which are available to boost your e-commerce. So again, you have global exposure. So you could also say that it's a 24/7 year-round trade show, as the transaction is offsite the platform. So again, you don't have a buy button on the platform. You do the transaction offline. There's a fixed one-off fee, but no commission, which makes it also a little bit different from other marketplaces. We take no commission. There's service available. So if you're not able to open the store yourself or operate it, we can help you. We have service partners available. If you are able to do it yourself, we can help you train your people and make sure that they are up to gear on operating on Alibaba.com, which is not the same like on other platforms. We have different algorithms. So it's good to know how they work, but we can support you on all those kind of things. It's truly B2B. So you're not selling to end users. And so also the buyers are only in companies. And I think one of the most important parts is that you're in full control. Not only you have your own customer analytics, you have access to online events, whether to join them or not, but you decide, because the transaction is offline, if you want to transact, with whom, what is your price, what is the payment condition, what is the delivery condition, how you want to do your distribution, what kind of customers you like to attract. And this is all up to you to decide. You can say no also. So if you say, well, we don't do business in South America, we don't want to do that, you just say no to an inquiry from South America. That's also quite normal, let's say, in the type of platform as Alibaba.com. So here's a case example as a final slide on a UK seller on Alibaba.com. It's called Coffee Link. I think they're now 3-4 months alive. Maybe good to know that it doesn't require a lot of IT to make such a store. So it's because you don't need an API to connect to this platform. You also don't need a channel integrator. It's a standalone tool. You can fill it with an Excel. Fastest onboarding with it was 10 days. So that also indicates that there's not a lot of IT involved. But if you look at the store, it's quite professionally done. Again, a little bit different from what you expect from B2C. So I will show it. So you tell a little bit about your company, about the type of products you sell, the categories, minimum order quantity. You see the products. You see a product range also, and a price range. You can put films on, company films. And here's the assortment. You can even, you have films also in the products mentioned. So you can show there anything you like, which is helping you to sell those products or make potential buyers aware of what you are selling and how you can be of service. So in general, that would be the story of the marketplace and trying to export through Alibaba.com. I think it's time for questions, Rory.
Excellent. Well, yeah, thank you very much for presenting there, Jack. I'm just loading up the questions now. And if you have any questions, please do feel free to put them in the discussion forum if you're watching along. Have any questions, and please do ask away. Just checking now. So here we have a question from Mohammed, which is, what are the charges to open on Alibaba.com?
They vary from the package. We have three sorts of package. But to go on the Alibaba.com, and the fee per year is $3,000. It's a flat fee. And we have a few type of packages where you can top it up, or you need to top it up with a little bit of marketing fee. We always say that you need sort of 3,000-4,000 marketing fee to get you organic growth, which should be again then also fine for the whole year. So it's not like you have to top the marketing fee every 2 or 3 months. So I would say around $7,000, $8,000 is the premium package, which is let's say the most taken package on Alibaba.com.
And thank you very much. And we've got another follow-up question from Mohammed, which is it one-off payment or monthly?
No, it's one-off.
One-off payment.
Yes, upfront.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for those questions. If you have any more, we'll just wait about 30 more seconds for just those coming through. But yeah, okay. Okay, well, I think that's it for questions. So I'll just move on to next steps for everyone. So following this session, you'll be sent an event survey. So it'll be really good to hear from you and let us know how it went. There's also the SME Export Barometer, which is now available on Alibaba.com's website, which is where you can discover all the valuable insights, the latest trends, market analysis, and potential business opportunities to expand your business in the European market. And you can also get in touch with Alibaba.com to get further help with starting your export journey. All links are going to be shared in a follow-up email. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank Jack for coming along to speak at the event today and finding such a really great overview of what Alibaba can provide for businesses when it comes to starting their journey exporting internationally. So
okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Jack. Absolute pleasure. And thank you all for joining us today.